Ang video na ito ay tungkol sa core competency na Raise Organic Chicken Leading to Organic Agriculture Production NC2. Sa video na ito, tatalakayin natin ang incubation period, handling schedule, egg sizes, brooding stage, caring of chicks from day 1 to 21, hardening stage, and ranging stage. The incubator. Artificial incubation ay mas preferred over natural incubation. Bakit? Una, uniformity of sizes of chicks. Pantay-pantay o sabay-sabay ang laki ng mga sisiw. Pangalawa, many crossbred chickens do not brood. So may mga manok na hindi naglilimlim. Ano nga ba kadahilanan nito? Pag pinag-partner ang magkaibang lahi ng manok, for example, native chicken ng hen at foreign chicken naman ng rooster. Ang itlog ng native chicken ay maliit kumpara sa ibang foreign breeds. So once na masamahan ng malaking itlog ang nililimliman ng inahin, ay minsan hindi niya ito nare-recognize na sa kanya galing yung itlog. So hindi na niya ito ililimliman. O minsan, dahil may mga foreign breed na hard ang shell ng kanilang egg, ay hindi agad ito napipisa. So ang tendency, tutukain ng inahin ng itlog upang mapisa. Then dun magsisimula ang pagkabasag ng mga itlog. Next is inexpensive o mas mura or nakakamura since mas madaming napipisa na itlog pag gumamit ng incubator. Next is maximize the productivity of egg-laying hens. Chicken egg hatches in 21 days. Mamaya tatalakayin natin ang handling period ng mga itlog. The temperature of incubator ranges from 37.5 to 37.8 degrees Celsius. Ito ay standard temperature. Pero depende pa din ito sa itlog gawa ng nasabi ko sa inyo kanina, magkakaiba ang itlog ng manok depende sa lahi nila. The egg needs to turn every 4 hours for equal distribution of heat. Kung makikita nyo sa picture, nagtuturn yung egg left and right para manatili din na buhay ang similya ng mga itlog. Incubation. Candling is a method used in incubation process to determine whether the embryo inside the egg is developing or not. This helps breeder farms to measure the fertility rate of their stock. So, ito yung process para malaman kung may similya ang itlog or kung nabubuo ba ang embryo sa loob ng itlog. So, meron tayong tinatawag na candling schedule. 3 beses nagka-candling. So, ito ang 7th day, 12th day, and 18th day. Sa 7th day, may makikita tayong red veins sa palibot ng shell o tinatawag nilang spider veins. On 12th day, meron naman tayong makikita na black spot o yun na yung mismong embryo nila. On 18th day, all dark na ang egg. Yung nakikita nyo na white area ay yun ang tinatawag nila na air sac. May 2 classification of eggs. Ito ang good eggs and reject eggs. So sa good eggs, includes clean and free from stain and dirt. While naman sa reject eggs, cracked, off shape, off size, partly and heavily soiled and wet eggs. So much better kung mag-i-incubate tayo ng mga good eggs. Egg sizes. So, dito sa chart na makikita nyo sa video, ang tawag sa pinakamalit na itlog ay peewee. At ang pinakamalaki naman ay jumbo. Brooding stage. This is the process of supplying heat to the chicks after hatching. So, ito ang next stage after mapisa ang itlog kung saan dito pinapailawan ng mga sisiw to maintain their body temperature hanggang sa sila ay maka-adapt na sa natural environment. So, paano nga ba mag-alaga ng mga sisiw? So, caring of chicks from day 1 to 21. So, the brooding requirement is 1 watt per chick. Better to use several bulbs in smaller wattages as long as you will still meet the standard wattage requirements. Monitor closely for signs of stress. Kailangan lagi kang nakamonitor sa brooding area dahil ito ang pinaka-sensitive na stage ng manok. The space requirements of a brooding house is 1 square meter per 50 chicks. In absence of thermometer, The behavior of the chicks in the brooder can be used as the practical guide in determining whether the temperature inside the brooder compartment is adequate or not. So watch for, listen, and react to the chicks' complaint. Their welfare is your profit. So, papaano ba natin malalaman kung ano ang behavior ng sisiw kung sila ay nilalamig o iniinit? So, sabi dito, when the temperature is right, the chicks are evenly distributed inside the brooding house, doing activities such as eating, drinking, playing. So, pag tama ang temperatura sa loob ng brooding compartment, sila ay makita mong komportable, kumakain, umiinom, at naglalaro. Next, temperature is not enough or low temperature. So, the signs are they huddle each other or sila ay nagsisiksikan or nagkukumpulan kung asan ng ilaw o init. So, best way is to increase the heat or the wattage of your bulb, then check again in 5 minutes. Keep increasing the heat until the ideal temperature is found. So, when the temperature is high, chick moves away from the source of heat. So, sila ay nakalayo kung saan nakapwesto ang mga ilaw. The signs are, chicks spread their wings. Pant meaning mabilis na paghinga, and they do drink lots of water. Dagdag ko na rin, pag once na nakabuka ang tuka ng mga sisiw, ibig sabihin sila ay iniinit. So, best way is to lower the temperature until the right temperature is found. So, makikita natin sa table ang recommended brooding temperature. Sa pagpapakain naman ng sisiw, waterer and feeders o yung kanilang pakainan o patubigan must be cleaned daily. Huwag kakalimutan na you need to replace the drinking water every day to prevent diseases. Feeding is ad libitum, meaning dapat unlimited ang pakain, and feeding trays and drinking canister must never be empty for the first 21 days. So these are the sample pictures of the brooding area. This is the flat sheet type, pinaka-best setup of a brooding area. Ito ay rounded shape para maiwasan ang stampede o pagkaipit ng mga sisiw. Sa beddings naman niya, may makikita kayong rice hull o mas kilala sa tawag na ipa o bualaw. Ito ay nagdadagdag sa init ng mga sisiw at absorbent din para sa kanilang mga ipot. Pag walang available na rice hull, ay pwedeng gumamit ng mga paper litters. So ito naman ang cabinet type. So siya ay elevated and elongated type of brooding house. Hardening stage. So in this stage, chicken are prepared for rugged conditions of the environment. So dito yung transition stage nila from brooding stage to ranging stage upang ma-adapt ng mga sisiw ang natural environment once na sila ay ide-deploy na as a free-range chicken. Hardening stage is 22 to 32 days old chicks, so it usually takes 7 to 10 days. Rapid changes of environment may result to lots of mortality or pagkamatay ng mga sisiw, kaya importante ang hardening stage. This will make the chicks feel a slightly harsh environment. Their area is where chicks can freely roam around without too much exposure to the sun and rain. This picture is a sample of a hardening house. Ranging stage. In a ranging stage, chicken is in a confined environment while allowing the birds to exhibit their natural behavior and allowing them to access to forage, grasses, insects, and sunlight. So, ito yung stage kung saan sila ay nakakalabas na and naka-adapt na sa normal environment. Meron tayong dalawang types ng pagpapalaki sa ranging stage. Ito ang pasture-raised and traditional raised. Sa pasture-raised, it is a method of production where adult birds are kept on a pasture for 12 months of the year, while traditional free-range naman exceeds the minimum space requirements, since sila ay yung mga nakagala na ng mga manok without any barriers. Ranging stage is from day 32 until slaughter. The standard space requirement is 2 head per square meter. They let the chicks freely range in open area, eating fresh grass, insects, and earthworms. Ranging house must be safe from predators like rats, cats, dogs, ants, birds, and snakes. Must have fencing buried to the ground, enough sunlight and water, and must have shaded area where they can rest and play. Rice hull, sawdust, carbonized rice hull must have for absorbent flooring. Take note that the location of their houses must be at the highest point to prevent flooding. So this is the standard space requirements from PNS when applying for organic certification. This table shows the space requirements for a chicken coop. So meron tayong fixed building and mobile housing where you can move the house of the chickens. And the table below shows the outdoor space requirements kung saan sila pwedeng gumala. For broiler, 2 heads per square meter. For layers and native chicken is 1 square meter per head. So the stocking density in the building should have, first, provide for the comfort of the well-being of the poultry, having regard for the species, breeds, and age of the poultry. Second, consider the behavioral needs of the poultry with respect to the size of the group and the sex of the poultry. And lastly, provide the poultry with sufficient space to stand naturally, lie down easily, turn around, groom themselves, and assume all natural postures and movements. Building exit points or tinatawag nilang pop holes is important part when building a chicken house. This is the entry and the exit point from inside the houses. Chicken houses is covered all around with only small entry and exit points to protect them from predators. Pop holes should be evenly distributed along the entire building. They must have a clear view of the range from the building when standing at the pop hole. So dapat meron din at least 2 pop holes for every 500 birds. And the size of the opening should be at least 46 cm na tangkad and 100 cm na lapad. So dito na po nagtatapos ang ating isang topic about raising organic chicken leading to organic agriculture production NC2. Thank you!